Hello, my name is Daphne here at Wild Birds Unlimited to talk to you today about a more somber topic. I'm sure you have seen all of the news stories in the newspaper or on television, the news reports or on the internet about this very sad report published in the journal called Science. They've been working since 1970 to study and collect data about bird populations, and we sadly are down in numbers by nearly 3 billion birds in North America. While some populations are thriving, like raptors and some duck species, our songbirds are in diminished numbers. So this is a very sad state of affairs for all of us that love birds. I've been feeding birds for 30 years in my yard and cannot imagine not having them as part of my life. And I know that you all find so much joy from watching birds, whether you feed birds or just go observe them in your local parks and on hikes, etc. So this is disturbing, and I don't know about you, but I think, what can I do? What can I do? And why is this caused? What is behind all this? So that they know there's several things that are affecting the bird population. Habitat loss from development, the use of chemicals and pesticides in our environment, window strikes, which is something you may not think of. Our reflective glass in our homes creates a sheen that birds do not realize. They think they can fly into that window and often kill themselves. Cat predation is a huge problem. House cats and feral cats kill many millions of birds every year in North America. So what can we do in our yards? This is something that I think about a lot, and I'm sure you do as well. One of the things I think that we can all do is think about our own little patch of earth as an oasis for our birds. Number one, have less lawn and more native plants. If you're adding a shrub or a tree or plant to your yard, make it a native plant. This is so helpful for our native species. Another thing you can do is stop using chemicals and pesticides. If you have aphids eating up your plants, release some ladybugs. Let them do the work. Think of other natural ways that you can deal with these problems instead of chemicals, because the chemicals kill all the bugs. And then where does that leave our insectivores, the little wrens and warblers and things that need to eat bugs? There aren't any because we're killing them with chemicals. So stop using pesticides. Another thing to think about is pollinators. The bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, all the pollinators go around and pollinate plants, which makes them thrive. You might think, what does that have to do with birds? Because when the plants are healthy and they're producing fruit or flowers, they're also attracting insects, which our birds go and eat along with the fruit. So it's all part of the big picture in the circle of life. So think about those pollinators. Have you had a lot of habitat loss in your yard or neighborhood? Maybe a whole bunch of trees cut down for a new subdivision? That means your birds are without a place to raise their young. You might want to consider putting up a nesting box or more if you have space in your yard, so your birds can safely raise their young in your backyard. And of course, water. Seems so simple, but water is so important, and you want to help your birds stay healthy and live a healthy life in your little patch of earth. I'd like to quote a famous man, a partial quote here: "We must be the change we want to see in the world." Let's all think about what we can do. Thank you.